Okay, our next part of the update, we have here a picture of Italy, a brief update on Italy. Okay, we'll get into this photos here in just a second. But the reality of Italy now is, at least in our region, the Veneto region, is that we are in yellow zone again. So I think in our previous, or last month, whenever it was when we did our quarterly newsletter, we had mentioned we had gone already this year from red to orange, back to red for numerous weeks, to orange, and now we're back in yellow again. Freedoms we have more freedoms to move around and so on, and can even go out of a region into another if it's also a yellow zone. And that's great. The weather has been getting better mostly. We've had a couple rainy days here and there and a week of rainy days, but we're kind of back to normal, I think, for spring weather here. And so that's good. We're in a good place right now. The outreach is intensifying. It's going good. But here, this is a photo that I thought was really fascinating. I follow the president of the region on Instagram, so I see he's very active in the region. He's a good president of the region here, and he does a good job. Zaya is his last name. And I grabbed a couple Instagram posts that he shared recently, and I thought this was fascinating. I just wanted to share this with you guys, a little cultural thing, so you can see a glimpse into Italy here. So what we see on the left here in this photo is an old Fiat car. I think it's from the 70s, this one, that was actually set up as an ambulance. Now, it's an ambulance. It's a Fiat, and it looks like a car, but if you don't know anything about Italian cars and the Fiat, in the olden days especially, they were very, very small. There's some very tiny Fiat cars. And you can even see the lady standing here. She's taller than this ambulance, you know, the van thing. She's taller than it, and it's very tiny. But this is in one part of our region here in Veneto, Italy, where I think it's a father and daughter medical practice. And to help get the vaccines to the elderly people, they were driving around in this old car to also put a smile on their face as they're going to visit the elderly people who can remember the cars that were just like this. These cars are not very common anymore today in Italy. You find them all over the place. People still drive them, but they're antiques, basically. Now everything is modern and different. But it's fun to see they're still using an old car like that. And this kind of thing is still going on. And anyway, I just thought that was really neat, so wanted to share that. If you appreciate Italy, the culture, you would think that's fascinating as well. Now, the second photo here, let me make the screen larger. On the right, we have, this is what's called a Vaporetto. And a Vaporetto is in the city of Venice. It's a water bus. So a bus that goes on the water. In the past, we've made a couple videos with clips of when we were on a water bus, and we shared that. You can probably find that on our YouTube channel somewhere. In any case, they're using these Vaporetto, these water buses, also to give out shots for the vaccine for the COVID virus. So here they are administering these shots on the water buses. So they're on the water. You can imagine it's rocking back and forth, and they're giving out the shots there in that way. Random stuff here in Italy that's different than how things operate in America for sure. It's a different place, it's a different culture, different history, different way of doing things. But that's what's going on now. And what else I could say about Italy as far as an update is the vaccines are not going out nearly as fast as what we're experiencing or what's going on there in America, from what I understand. They're still doing people, so they finished people in their 80s, 70s, and now they're doing people in their 60s still at this point for vaccinations. So here we are in the 6th day of May, and they're still just getting to the people in the 60s. Still a long way to go for the majority of the population to be vaccinated here in the Italian context. And as we are, I mentioned we're in a yellow zone, but I saw there's evidence that perhaps by Monday we'll be back into an orange zone yet again because the numbers are going up and all this. So that's the brief update on the Italian situation right now.